Hello, my name is Ayesa Kagalitan, but you can call me Yash. I've been a virtual assistant since 2017, but most of the time I'm just being hired by the client as their seasonal virtual assistant. So that means I only work for them for about a month or two. And then I started as a regular virtual assistant, I mean, real estate virtual assistant, last 2019, July until January 2020. I got hired by one of the real estate agent based in Dallas, Texas, as her executive assistant and transaction coordinator. I was not really in charge for most of her transactions, but I just help her, sometimes in writing some offers and also preparing her listing presentations. So most of the time, I just handle her email and calendar, creating some of her, marketing collaterals, and also scheduling showings and closing and navigating her MLS. And then after that, I got hired as a transaction coordinator for about 3 months last June 2020 by one of the real estate agent as well, based in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then after 3 months, she decided to promote me as one of her transaction coordinator training manager, since she has another business, which is a virtual assistant business, also based in North Carolina. And then, I stayed in this company for about 3 years. I just actually ended my contract last month. And then, my responsibilities, of course, is training those virtual assistants who are applying in her company. Basically, I train them about real estate transaction coordination. And then I also conduct pre-client interview to prepare the virtual assistant for the actual client interview. And then I also create, collaterals for marketing and company social media posts. But I am also the one creating, most of the training modules and videos. I also coach virtual assistants for transaction coordination strand whenever they have some issues with their clients, things that they don't understand in terms of their tasks. So after that, I also got hired during that time as an executive assistant by one of the real estate agent based in McKinney, Texas. So she hired me last April 2021, and I worked for her until January 2022. So she was based in McKinney, Texas, and I was her executive assistant. Most of the time, I also help her in not just the transaction side, but also managing her leads. So I see to it that I maintain and analyze her current system. I maintain database and make sure that I update boards and tracking the leads. I also manage her email and calendar, and I schedule showing from the MLS and showing time. And sometimes I'm helping her in writing some of her offer and listing presentations. And I also, most of the time, also help her in, scheduling closing and, of course, showing time. Well, the recent client that I had was based in Los Angeles. So I worked for him for about 2 months, more than 2 months, I guess. Yeah. I started last February 2023, and I ended just this month, April 2023. So I was responsible for the property skip tracing based on the type of leads that he is going to assign to me. So I collect property information such as the name of the client, the full address of the property, of course, the email address, and the phone number of the client. Use different tools here in skip tracing, such as HomeSnap, Deal Machine, Property Radar, DatStem, and Batch Leads. I was also responsible in data verification and collection, so I make sure that all the leads that I got from skip tracing are properly installed in her tools, I mean in her system, and also I manage the sheet that I added all the leads in there. I do data research and management, and of course, I'm responsible in drafting an email after I collect those information. So after drafting the email, my client would be the one to actually check it and send it out to all the clients. That's all about my experiences. Well, the tools that I've had experience with, most of the CRMs that I used was a Dot Loop, Follow Up Boss, Boomtown, Brivity, Skyslopes. I also use Zoho and mykw.com. I am very much familiar with, I've mentioned those skip tracing tools like HomeSnap, Deal Machine, Property Radar, that's them and Batch Lead. I am also familiar with StreamYard, um, American Fact Finder, Rocket Reach, and also some of the communication tools such as Vonage, RingCentral, Grasshopper, and I'm also familiar with MailChimp, Agent Marketing, CRM Grow, Upnest, and of course, Send Out Cards. I'm very much familiar also with some of the project management tools such as ClickUp, Trello, Asana, and I've also used Canva for so long in creating marketing collaterals. That's all about me. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a good day.